Hey guys, just wanted to let you all know that tonight is the 2-episode series premiere of Star Wars Skeleton Crew on Disney Plus, and I'll be going to check out the 2 episodes a bit early tonight, a couple hours early, because I'll be one of the many seeing the early advanced free screenings of it when I go to the AMC Theater in Paramus to see it for myself along with some other guests. And then I'll be watching it again once I come home, and I'll be watching it on Disney Plus with my brother if he has the time to. So yeah, be on the lookout for my review of the 2-episode premiere of Skeleton Crew, probably later tonight or tomorrow morning, depending on if I'm in a bit of energetic mood to post it. But for now, before Skeleton Crew comes out, I'd like to send out a message, an important message, to the Disney CEO, Bob Iger, the CCO of Walt Disney Animation Studios, Jared Bush, and to everyone, and to all the animators, sound designers, cast, crew, and music talent behind Disney's Moana 2 in light of its success this weekend. Mr. Iger, Mr. Bush, and to everyone at Walt Disney Animation Studios, from the directors of Moana 2 to the cast of Moana 2, including Lee Carvalho, Dwayne Johnson, and newcomer Khaleesi Lambert-Suda, and to the new songwriters Abigail Barlow and Emily Bear, and especially a shout out to a notable Disney animator of mine, legendary veteran hand-drawn animator Eric Goldberg. I just wanted to say congratulations to all of you very much on the record-breaking success this Thanksgiving weekend, and for you guys at Walt Disney Animation Studios for Moana 2. Saw it a couple times myself when it came out. I enjoyed it. Not as good as the first, but still a great time. And Alihi and the Rock still got it as Maui and Moana, and a couple of the new songs by Abigail Barlow and Emily Bear I liked a lot, especially Beyond. And I think this success, especially of an experiment that was of a story that was initially a limited series for Disney Plus, that was 6 15-minute episodes that each cost $25 million each, that became a $150 million plus movie, paid off quite handsomely. And I really am impressed that you were able to do something so experimental like this and have it pay off quite well, especially now that it's on its way to making $1 billion before the year's over. So congratulations there, especially to all you animators at Walt Disney Animation Studios. Congrats to you too. Now, because of that, I was kind of hoping that maybe you would try again with someone else, especially someone who also, like Moana, has a series in the works for Disney Plus, and that princess would be none other than Princess Tiana, of arguably the last successful hand-drawn animated Disney feature film that came out 15 years ago, The Princess and the Frog. Also, great job voicing this character, Nikanani Rose. If you're watching this, I can't wait to see more of her perform your take on this character in the future. And I also can't wait to see you voice Mufasa's mother in Mufasa the Lion King in a few weeks from now. So good luck with that. Here's the thing, Mr. Iger and Mr. Bush. You had success with Moana, turning that from a series to a movie. My hope is that you can do the same with Princess Tiana, given that it's a little, I don't know how far you are into it, but from what I understand, it's early enough that maybe you might be able to change course before it's too late. My hope is that, given the success of Moana 2 and the fact that you have other Disney Plus series that are becoming future movie releases soon in theaters, like Armor Wars at Marvel Studios, The Mandalorian Grogu, A Star Wars Story at Lucasfilm, and especially already Moana 2, my hope, or at least, is that you could at least turn the Tiana's Disney Plus series, without rushing it, into a theatrical, fully 2D hand-drawn animated film for a theatrical release, a wide release also, for the Thanksgiving window of 2029, which would be the 20th anniversary of the original Princess and the Frog. Because here's the thing, Mr. Iger. I understand that maybe you have some hesitation doing a hand-drawn animated film at Disney again, given that while The Princess and the Frog wasn't a flop and was a success, it could have done better. But here's the thing. It would have done better even when it came out, you just had to give it a wide release during Thanksgiving weekend and not release it a week before Avatar, which, to be fair, isn't all your fault, given that you couldn't see how that was going to be. But even still, like, The Princess and the Frog arguably is what helped Disney get princess musicals back into the fold, even before Tangled came out, which, to be fair, I wouldn't say is as successful as The Princess and the Frog, just because it still made a little under $600 million on a $260 million budget, which fell short of breaking even compared to The Princess and the Frog being a modest success on a $65 to $105 million budget with a $271 worldwide million gross. Same number as Lilo and Stitch from 2002, by the way. And if you could, Mr. Iger and Mr. Bush, and I'm hoping you have conversations with the C-suite levels at execs at Disney now that the holiday's over, they're starting this week, at least talk about this for like a few weeks or a couple months into the new year. My hope is that, given your schedule at Walt Disney Animation Studios from next Thanksgiving in 2025 until 2028 is already stacked with Zootopia 2, an untitled original film in 2026, Frozen 3 in 2027, and from what I understand, Frozen 4 maybe in 2028. My hope is that you will change course on Tiana quickly, but not rush it, and just like change it from a Disney Plus series with the animation style of Paperman button color to a fully hand-drawn animated 2D sequel to The Princess and the Frog that maybe you can rename as Tiana Cohen, Princess of Maldonia and the Frogs, for a theatrical release nationwide, by the way, Thanksgiving weekend in 2029. Because Tiana is kind of rising a bit in popularity now with her ride at Disney parks, at Tiana's Bio Adventure, and I feel like it's only right that at least before the decade's over in 2029, you at least give hand-drawn animated films at Disney just one final chance at the box office with this sequel. Because if you change the sequel from a series to a film, but if you keep it in like the hybridized style, but not like give it a chance to be hand-drawn, I'll be like, that's disrespectful to the legacy of The Princess and the Frog and Princess Tiana and everything else that character brought to Disney. Like, is that as disrespectful as DreamWorks Animation making an inferior computer animated sequel to a hand-drawn animated film of Spirit Stallion and of the Cimarron with Spirit Untamed, even if it was spun off of a Netflix series? Like, do you see what I'm saying? And especially it would arguably look worse on your part because your last hand-drawn animated Disney film, Winnie the Pooh in 2011, while it was not a success, did outgrow Spirit Untamed by $8 million. Like, do you see where I'm coming from, Mr. Iger and Mr. Bush? Like, the least you could do is 5 years from now in 2029, let Tiana's series become a Prince and the Frog sequel, give those animators, bring back those veteran Disney hand-drawn animators that are retired and still alive back into the fold, and help them out with those trainees that you have at Disney right now that are trained to be hand-drawn animators to make that Tiana series become a Princess and the Frog sequel for movie theaters in 2029 of Thanksgiving. Because I feel like those trainee animators are ready to take on a tall order like this, and I feel like now is the time to give them their shot. Like, especially since one last chance would be at least be fine. If it doesn't work, then you can continue doing computer animated films in the 2030s and beyond. But like, that's all I'm asking for is one chance, last chance for hand-drawn animated films in theaters for Disney to prove themselves worthy in the eyes of you and the execs. Like, if anything, that's all I'm really hoping for. That's all I want. There's nothing really much that I want for Christmas this year, but that's like my one wish. If there was one Christmas wish I had, it's that to see that happen. Like, I really hope you can think about this, Iger. Like, I kind of feel like maybe you are doing the right things now, like settling gender discrimination lawsuits and giving the Animation Guild the fair deal they want, especially as a lesson learned from your debacle with the Writers Guild and actor strikes last year. My hope is that you will give hand-drawn animation one last chance from Disney and movie theaters in 5 years with Princess and the Frog 2 if you turn Tiana's series into a movie. Just don't rush the people at Disney Animation Studios in Vancouver, especially given the time crunch on Moana 2. So yeah, just like give Princess Tiana one last chance to prove hand-drawn animation at Disney is worthy in theaters again in 5 years from now. And I assure you that you won't regret it. Thank you. Have a great Monday.